I hate when people say,
"You too pretty to be doing that. You too pretty to be a hoe. You too pretty to be a 304. You too pretty. You too pretty."
how? I thought the qualifications in the sex industry was to be beautiful with a nice body. Tell me what the ugly bitches that make all the money at. Because I swear to God, every P in the game will have nothing but fat, ugly bitches. Show me the strip club with all the ugly women that's ugly enough to do it. Or the strip club with all the big obese women that's fat enough to do it. I think they had one strip club that was full of like super fat women and that shit went out of business. So what is too pretty to do this? Like too pretty, like being pretty cures cancer, or being pretty cures the common cold, or being pretty feeds the homeless, being pretty stops world wars. Pretty doesn't do any of that shit. Pretty don't get you nothing if you don't know how to use it. Being pretty gets you money. It's proven in modeling. It's proven in swimsuit modeling. It's proven in magazines. It's proven on Instagram with the so-called Instagram models. In the game, you have to be pretty to make money. Now, I know a lot of you like, you'll put a wig on a pig and watch you do a gig, and she ain't got to be a good looker to be a good hooker. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. Most dudes like that can't get good-looking women, so they got to settle. But when it comes down to it, the beautiful women make the money. Yes, she's pretty enough to do it. Those are the qualifications, being pretty with a nice ass body. I hate when you squares, usually females, and it's usually ugly females that say that shit. I never see a beautiful female say that shit. They may not be hoeing, but they use their beauty to get shit. They use their beauty for upward mobility. They use their beauty to lock down a rich man. You never see a beautiful woman tell another beautiful woman, "You too pretty to do something." They'll be like, "I wouldn't do it, but I respect your hustle." That's it. So squares, stop saying you too pretty to do some shit. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, to be honest with you, pretty doesn't really do anything besides get a man to give you money. Because pretty doesn't cut down trees. Pretty doesn't pave roads. Pretty doesn't do any of that shit. So how are you too pretty to be a hoe? I'll be real with y'all, and I know some of y'all might disagree. At least 70% of hoes look good. At least 70%. So where's the ugly bitches that's doing better than the pretty hoes? Because if you're too pretty to do it, that means there's a subset of gruesomely ugly bitches getting a whole lot of money. Where they at? Show me a real ugly bitch that admits she's ugly and be like, "I'm ugly enough to get it. I'll make a lot of money because I'm ugly. I'm ugly enough for this job." You're not going to see that shit. So squares, if you're a square listening to this shit, or if you know a square, play this shit for them, man, so they can shut the fuck up. Nobody tells a fucking model, these supermodels, which are the biggest hoes in the world if you do your research, that they're too pretty to be modeling this shit, all that dumbass shit that they wear. Then they go to private parties and fuck people. But that's another subject. Y'all need to really learn what the supermodels do. But nobody tells a supermodel, "You too pretty to be doing that. You could be doing something else with your beauty," even though people look at you for your beauty. You could be curing cancer with your beauty. You just look at the cancer cell and you're so beautiful it'll just die. Y'all fucking stupid, man. Anyway, I just wanted to make this shit real quick. Hoes, don't get psyched up. You have the qualifications for this job. You look good. And men are stupid. They gonna pay that fucking money, you heard me? Church.
Now, what he said makes a lot of sense, but I'm about to break this down so it can be forever and consistently be broke. What does it mean when a man or a woman meet someone in the 304 lifestyle, in the 304 game, in the 304 industry? What does it mean when people say you're too pretty to be doing this? What does that mean? I'm about to break it down to you in simple terms. That simply means the same thing that you would be telling your daughter if she was trying to or wanting to be in the game. It simply means the same thing you would be telling your mama if she was trying to be in the lifestyle or wanted to be in the game. It simply means that it's giving somebody a good word of encouragement to discourage them from that lifestyle. To encourage someone to do that lifestyle is crazy. Guys like this who narrated this, I get what he's saying. I do. But at the same time, I don't like it. And I'm about to tell you why I don't like it. He's saying all of that blah, 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 rah, rah, rah stuff. But would he be saying all that to his daughter? Would he tell her, or would he say all that he just said to his mama? Or would he want somebody saying all of that he just said to his mama or his daughter? When someone says you're too pretty to do that, it simply means when a man meet a woman and they say, damn, man, why you do this? Man, I can't believe it. Why you do this? It simply means that you are so beautiful. You are so pretty. You are so gorgeous. You are just so attractive that any man will be happy to make you his girlfriend or his wife and take care of you to where you wouldn't have to do this. Any man would be happy to provide for you. You're so gorgeous. You're so attractive. You're too pretty to be doing this. You can have your pick of any man in the world to be with one guy. Rich, poor, black, white, green, purple. And as long as he is a good man, it got men that will love to take care of you to where you wouldn't have to do this. One man. There's so many men that will line up to make you his girlfriend or his wife, especially his wife. They will put a ring on and you're so beautiful to where you don't have to do this. You won't never, ever have to be wanting or hurting for money. Money would be the last thing that you would want. This man would take care of all your wants. He would take care of all your needs. All you have to do is not be in that lifestyle and just be beautiful like you are. And he'll take care of the rest. That's what that means. Man, they got guys that will literally unalive somebody for you to be just for him. Be a one-woman man and a one-man woman. You too pretty to be doing this, man. They got guys that would, man, wife you to where you don't have to be selling yourself, man. Degrading yourself. Demeaning yourself. Lowering yourself. Ain't nothing cool about that. Now, in some of my videos, I know y'all see I kind of contradicts myself because there's a side of me that likes this lifestyle and there's a side of me that don't like this lifestyle. You know? And it's always been we all got struggles and that's always been a struggle of mine. Spirituality versus sexuality. Is always, we all got our own different struggles when it comes to the Lord and comes to the Word of God. And that's always been my struggle. So when you hear me sometimes contradict myself, sounding hypocritical, or going both ways, that's because I'm on the fence when it comes to this lifestyle. And the spiritual side of me saying, man, there ain't nothing good, cool, or nothing about that. Even if it's not spiritual, you know, the moral side of me, saying that. But then there's another side of me, the lustful side, the temptation side, the bad side, you know, the sexual immorality side that loves the lifestyle and the women that's in the lifestyle. So I guess you can say I got a love-hate relationships when it comes to the lifestyle. So that's why in some of my videos, you will hear me contradict myself because it's a struggle for me. You know, we all have our struggles. I never said I was perfect. And last I checked, none of us are. We all have struggles, and everybody's struggles is different, man. But what I've learned is our sins, all our sins, is equal in God's eyes. But that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother video. But I just wanted to break down what too pretty means. It simply means you too pretty to be doing this, girl. I would wife you. I would make you my girlfriend, give you my whole paycheck. I get paid from my job and say, here, you do what you want with it. You pay the bills with it. You do, just give me a little bit of of what you want out of my money. You know how the women hand over all their money to they pimp, and then the pimp give them what they want to give them out of their money, and it's mainly just to keep up their upkeep, basically. You know, he ain't giving them money just for a bunch of foolishness. But basically, it would be the other way around. A man, instead of you giving you giving all your money to a man, one man will give all his money to you, his whole paycheck to you. That's what too pretty mean. And you just give him what you want out of his own paycheck. You got guys, if you are that beautiful and you have everything else to match with it, meaning personality and everything else, you know, great, you know, you know, and everything else, man, if you are willing to be faithful, monogamous, here for him and just him, man, they got guys that would just give you the world to where you don't have to do this. That's what that means. I mean, rich guys, 9 to 5, you know, regular everyday blue collar guys, the white collar guys, it doesn't matter. But you too pretty, man, you too pretty to do this, man. You got dudes that would really take care of you to where you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You got to want to do this for you to be out, because you too pretty to be doing this. It's not like it's a need. You so pretty to where you don't need to do this. You can go out and get just one guy that would just take care of you. You got to really love what you do, because it's crazy for you to be doing this as pretty as you are. Pretty means you can go out and get one guy and take care of you and make sure all your financial needs are met, to where you don't have to do this. That's what too pretty means. And there are some average looking women in the game that make a lot of money, so I disagree with him. There are some unattractive women in the game that make some money, because there's something for everybody. I done seen big girls, I mean, whoo, you know, and nothing. Hey, so salute to all my 304s. Big girls, small girls, average size girls, fine girls. I know I love them all. But I done saw some that you know, that's not all that. But they making that money though, you know. They making that money. So it doesn't mean that's that foolishness he just said. I don't know. Some stuff he said made sense, like the supermodel thing or whatever. That part is true. But I just wanted to break down what too pretty mean. Y'all get down in the comments. Tell me, what do y'all mean? What do y'all think you're too pretty means? What do you mean? What do y'all think when a man meet a woman that's in that lifestyle, that's in the 304 lifestyle, and he say, man, he look at her in amazement like, why are you doing this? Man, what is wrong with you? Man, you too pretty to be doing this. What you doing this for? What do y'all think that mean? Get down in the comments and y'all tell me, what do you think you're too pretty to be doing this mean? Smash the like button. This is 304 Sweet Daddy. Don't forget to check out my main YouTube channel, No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews. Get down in the comments. Y'all tell me, what do y'all think? What's your opinion? What do you think? What's your thoughts, your views, your opinion, your perspective on what does "you're too pretty to be a 304" means? What do you think when people say that? What do you feel that means? Until then, this is 304 Sweet Daddy, and I'm out. I'm gone. Like what water?